Hey everyone, welcome on to Branded. This is the podcast that takes you behind the scenes and beyond the brand. Today we're talking about automation, but we're also talking about connection, connecting with your clients, connecting with people. And honestly, you can't automate connection. You really can't. It's a human to human thing. It's something that people just know when they're actually being connected with. It's an energetic pull. And I can tell whenever I'm reading an email or having a, AI conversation with a chatbot versus a human. There are cadences, there are tones that come across that just don't happen with computer generated stuff. So automation in and of itself, it is a incredible way of allowing people to gain access to information. It makes it a lot easier for your clients and your potential clients to access the info that you have in store for them. But it should never, ever be the placeholder that removes your responsibility for connecting and building relationships with them. This is how you build repeat business, by connecting and building relationships, not through a well-crafted ChatGPT message. That might get people in the door, but it is not going to be the thing that keeps them. There are so many ways to use the tools out there that are available to us as support, as a way to actually lift up you and your business and really propel you forward without squashing that super important aspect of connecting. So how do we do that? By using it wisely, by creating a balance, right? Finding this harmony between the two. Understanding that, okay, let me use ChatGPT with this prompt to give me some ideas so I can then go write the email and the content that I want to put together and really infuse my own voice into it, right? Use a real picture of myself, not an AI generated image. Maybe you still have a filter on it because you're feeling like your skin's a little off that day. Awesome, right? There's AI and automation built into all of the things that we do these days, it seems. So really being mindful about the fact that it does not abdicate you from having zero responsibility for connecting and building relationships with people. It's simply a really fantastic tool to help you work a little bit smarter. I use automation in my own business. So much of my business has automation in it. So much of my business does not have automation in it. I have found this harmony, and trust me, I tried my hand at using a shit ton of automation because why not, right? It's there. And if I'm ever given the chance to be able to go have fun and do something versus sitting in the front of the computer and doing work, more times than not, I really want to choose the fun thing. But I'll be honest with you, I actually really enjoy my work now. So it is super fun. But that's beside the point. You get what I'm saying, right? When you're given the choice of, oh my gosh, can I automate every single aspect of my business so I can just go lay on the beach and drink pina coladas? Yeah, some people do that. And I'm going to be bold enough to say that I would guess that their client base has constant attrition, meaning people are falling off all the time. But because they have automation, they're getting lots of new people, so they don't really care who falls off. I don't run my business that way. There are plenty of people that do, and good on them if they figured out a formula for how that works for them. But I am fully behind the belief that automation is in place to give people access to information and value that you think is really vital and important to serving whatever it is they need for their life and their business. But then turning around and understanding that it is still my responsibility to connect human to human with them. Tell them thank you for making that purchase. Thank you for downloading that resource. I hope it's really what you were looking for. And let's build a relationship. Let's get to know each other. I do connection calls. I would say at least once a week, I'm scheduling in a connection call with somebody that I have absolutely no intention of them becoming my client or vice versa. It is simply just like, hey, you're someone out here doing business. Someone thought we would enjoy connecting together. Let's connect. Like that kind of human connection is so super important. And I had a connection call just this week, actually, as I'm recording this episode. So this week I connected with someone I'd never known. I'm so glad that I did. It gave me so much energy. And I was feeling really, really overworked on the particular day that I did this connection call. And I was feeling like I didn't want to do the call at all. My energy level was low. I was just like, whew. But after the call, I even told my husband, I'm like, I am so glad I did that call. She was amazing. And I just learned something new about somebody who's doing really beautiful business that I didn't know before. So automation, it doesn't abdicate you from building relationships with people and connecting with people. It's there as a resource to help support you. So you can do just a little bit more than maybe what your capacity would really allow you to do. So I'll give you some examples of things that I do automate in my business. So I have, like, let's say when someone books a call with me, whether it's a connection call, a brand, Q&A call, they're paying for like a brand consult, something of the sort. Once that call is booked, that calendar triggers a set of automations, and it'll be reminders, hey, thanks for booking the call. Be sure to add it to your calendar. Here's the Zoom link, those kinds of things, right? 24 hours before the call happens, they get another reminder. I get that same reminder. I forget shit. I need those reminders too. So I set up those pieces of automation. But then, of course, the piece de resistance, I guess you can say, right at the end, I come back into play, right? So I gave them the booking link. That was manual. Doesn't have to be. My booking links are out there. It's just I'm having this conversation. So I manually give them the booking link. They book it. There's a series of automations that happen. And then guess what? I'm back in the picture to say, all right, let's do this call. And we're on the call. Another automation I have is free resources. Here's the free resource, whether they find it on my website, someone else gives it to them, I give it to them, whatever, right? The link is there. Same scenario. There's a whole series of automations that happens where they get the resource that they opted in for. They get a series of emails afterwards, and then I'm back in the picture. I'm emailing them directly, right? I write all of my emails every single week. And I know that when someone opts in for a free resource, let's say on a Wednesday, they're going to get another email from me on a Monday because I email my list every single Monday and Wednesday. So I know that they're going to get a touch point again. And I also know that I'm going to have plenty of opportunity to reach out and connect to them, because when I ask them to download that resource, I get a little bit of info from them. So I can go connect with them on social media. So I can maybe start that conversation and reinsert myself into that connection piece. So you see how automation, it's a fantastic way of getting the ball rolling, but it is not meant to remove all responsibility from you as a business owner. And that's really just my message. That's all I've got today, you guys. Automation is incredible, but find the harmony that works for your business. If you're feeling like you're not feeling connected to your business, you maybe don't know what's going on in it. You might see somebody opt in for something, but then it's like, I don't know where that person ended up. It's because you're not coming back into the equation. You're not reinserting yourself into the chain of events that are happening. And that's when people fall off. They go, okay, well, I guess this isn't a real person, or it's not a situation where they actually care that I'm here. So I guess I'm just not going to be here anymore. That's what people will feel. And so when you're trying so hard to really amp up that know, like, and trust factor on social media, remember, so much of that equation is you. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I'll see you next week for a brand new one. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Branded, the podcast. Please rate and review. And for more information, visit socialjanemedia.com. I'll see you soon.